Hi guys, welcome to The Truth About the Lies. This week is a continuation of our last video. We were playing a par 5. We're starting to talk about the performance side or the mental game. We're on a par 5, the 18th hole here at Ballantyne Country Club. We're talking about, my business partner and I, Carl Morris, talking a lot about the performance side of golf. We're both on tour known as performance coaches. Carl works mainly on the European Tour. He's Europe's #1 performance coach. We're going to help you with some of this mind stuff and what you should be thinking on the golf course.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the don't be fun.
Normally it doesn't take you 3 weeks to play a par 5, but in this case it has. We're here with our third shot on the par 5 18th hole here at Ballantyne Country Club. We've talked a lot about the mental game, and we're going to talk about it even more because as you get closer to the hole in this game, the mind becomes more important. Those of you that, God forbid, have ever had the yips or struggle with your putting or your short game, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we've got this third shot here. Now, we've talked about in the past 2 weeks, we've talked about the questions that you should ask when you're hitting a golf shot. And we've also talked about the 3 parts of a golf shot, which are awareness, attention, and acceptance. That holds very true in the short game. All right, so we're gonna hit this shot. So I've got a shot over a bunker, which scares most players. We've got a lot of wind, and the wind's actually gonna help me here today. You wanna get a feel for how high you need to hit it for that particular shot. So I don't have a whole lot of green to work with here. So what I need to do is get this ball fairly high, and I don't like to hit it really high around the green. I'm looking at something a little higher than the flagstick. So then I make a swing, and that's the question I ask. What's the club need to do to produce that height? I get a feel for that. I've got my landing spot, which is just over the fringe right there. And we'll see what we got. Okay, came out a little flat. All right, not bad. You don't want to dump this thing in the bunker. You have to accept that. So again, greatest skill we talked about in the last video. Acceptance is the greatest skill a tour player can have. So now we're going to talk about this putt. Throw this over here. One of the things that I like to do, and you'll see tour players do this, is I like to come to the low side. This putt's going to break toward me. It's breaking to the left. So I'm going to get about halfway, and I'll do this when somebody else is putting. So I'm not in their way, and I'm not taking a lot of time. And I just get an idea. It's kind of what I call the 3D view. It'll look different from here than it does from behind the ball. So I get an idea what that's going to do. Now I'm going to come behind the ball. All right, so what I'm looking at here is I see where the ball is going to enter the hole. So I think of it like a clock. So if I've got 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, this ball is probably going to go in somewhere around, it's probably 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's going to break a good amount to the left. So I see where I want it to enter the hole, and then I imagine it coming back to me. So I see it on a curve, and once I get that, I just walk in, set my putter. I really don't try to aim it. I just let my brain kind of set that up. And now let's see if we get the speed right for that. I come up just a little bit short. So what you learn here is it's always about acceptance. If you pay attention to not so much your golf swing, but what you're doing with your mind. So am I aware of what's going on? Do I take in everything that's going on around me before I hit the shot? Do I put my attention on something that's useful to me, not useless? And what I mean by that is thinking about where your right elbow is in a golf swing when you're out here playing golf is probably not going to be very helpful. So you're thinking about the shot, what you're trying to do with the trajectory of the shot, what the club needs to do. Any of that we call an external factor. That's good to think about. You can think about doing something with the club face or the club because that's not part of you. If you're thinking about doing something in here with your hips, your elbows, your wrist, that's where you're going to struggle on the golf course. And then finally, once that ball leaves the putter face in this case or the club face out there, you're going to accept wherever this golf ball goes and you're going to go hit it again. And if you learn to do that, you play golf with those 3 parts, you're going to get really good in a hurry. So let us know if you have any questions. We can't wait to see you on the next Truth About the Lies. Don't forget to like and subscribe.